Theoretical recap. Trello is a visual project management tool based on the Kanban method. The core principle is simple. Work moves through columns, called lists, from left to right, representing stages of progress. Each unit of work is a card, which can contain descriptions, checklists, due dates, attachments, labels, and assigned members. A board is the container for an entire project or workflow. In a digital marketing context, a Trello board is not just an organizer, it is a strategic command center. It lets you track campaign tasks, assign responsibilities, set deadlines, and maintain a clear overview of what is planned, in progress, and done. The most common mistakes beginners make are creating too many lists, which fragments the flow, leaving cards with no due dates or owners, which kills accountability, and mixing strategic tasks with operational microtasks on the same level, which creates noise. A simple mental model. Think of your board as a newspaper front page. At a glance, anyone, you, a client, a colleague, should understand what the campaign is about, what stage it is at, and what needs immediate attention. A well-structured Trello board achieves exactly that. Mini example: a social media campaign board might have lists titled Backlog, In Progress, Under Review, Published, and Archived. A card titled Right Instagram Caption for Launch Day would sit in Progress, with a due date, a label color for the channel, and a checklist breaking down the subtasks. Workshop brief. You have just been introduced to Trello and its core features. Now it is time to move from theory to practice. In this workshop, you will build a functional Trello board designed to manage a fictional digital marketing campaign from planning to execution. This is not a template exercise. You are expected to make real structural decisions and justify them through your choices. Your campaign scenario is the following. You are a digital marketing assistant at a mid-sized e-commerce company launching a new product line. You need to organize a multi-channel digital campaign covering social media, email marketing, and paid advertising over a 6-week period. Your board must reflect this reality and be immediately usable by a real team. Start by creating a new Trello board and naming it clearly, Digital Campaign, product name of your choice. Think carefully about which lists you need. Your board should reflect a realistic workflow, not just generic to-do columns. Consider what stages a campaign task actually goes through. From idea to brief, from brief to creation, from creation to review, from review to publication. Name your lists accordingly and in a logical sequence. Once your lists are set up, populate your board with at least 15 cards distributed across your lists. These cards must represent realistic campaign tasks across the 3 channels mentioned: social media, email marketing, paid advertising. Each card must include a clear and specific title, a description of the task, at least one label, use colors to differentiate channels or priority levels, a due date, and at least one checklist with a minimum of 3 sub-items. Assign at least 5 cards to a fictional team member by using Trello's member feature. You can invite yourself with a second account or simply note the assignee in the card description if you prefer. Next, configure at least 2 power-ups or use Trello's built-in features to add value to your board. For example, you could activate the calendar view to visualize your campaign timeline, or use the card aging power-up to spot neglected tasks. Explore what is available and choose what makes genuine sense for campaign management. Do not activate features for the sake of it. Be ready to explain your choices. Finally, take a step back and review your board critically. Ask yourself, if a new team member joined tomorrow, could they understand the campaign status in under 2 minutes just by looking at this board? If the answer is no, refine your structure. Add a card in your first list titled Board Guide and use its description to write a short onboarding note, 3 to 5 sentences, explaining how the board works, what the labels mean, and how tasks should move through the columns. You are allowed, and encouraged, to consult the previous theoretical course on Trello. Revisit any earlier lessons on project organization and digital tools, and use any internet resources you find useful: Trello's own help center, tutorials, blog posts. You may work alone or ask for help. The goal is not perfection but a functional, well-thought-out board that demonstrates your understanding of campaign project management. You have 3 hours to complete this workshop. Submit your solution before the deadline by sharing the public link to your Trello board in the submission field. Make sure the board is set to public visibility before submitting so it can be reviewed. Double-check that all cards, checklists, labels, and due dates are properly filled in before sharing.